One of the most common questions you will get in any fire interview is, why do you want to be a firefighter? And this video is an excerpt from a course that I made answering that specific question. And in this course, I go over 50 plus fire interview questions, telling you exactly how I would answer them and exactly what the panel wants to hear from you. The best part about this course is you are the one that gets to determine the value. There's a lot of firefighters out there charging upwards of $200, $300, $400 for courses or coaching, and I think that's unnecessary. When you go to checkout, there's a little option that says name a fair price or choose a fair price, something like that. I think it defaults to $20. If you are skeptical, or you don't have the money, or you don't think you'll get value from it, put in zero and begin the course anyways. And if later you decide that you are getting value from it, at the bottom of every video is a little link to PayPal. Feel free to click that and pay for it there. But if you get no value from the course whatsoever, you don't owe a dime. The fire service desperately needs more good people, and this is something that I wish I had when I was in your shoes, because I was a broke EMT and medic working low-end jobs trying to work my way in the fire service. I will put a link to the entire course in the description below, and I hope to see you there. So we'll get right into them. First one, why do you want to be a firefighter? I can almost guarantee that you will get this question or something very similar to this. This is a very common question, and this is one that throws off a shocking number of people. So we're going to spend a minute here. Whatever you do, do not give a canned answer. The most common canned answer to this is, I want to be a firefighter so I can give back to and serve my community. Okay. Literally, everybody says that. And it's a trash answer, not because you actually do want to give back to your community or serve your community or be of service. After all, you're signing up to be a public servant. It's because it has absolutely no meaning behind it. It has no connection. It's a wet noodle, right? You're not bringing anything to the table with that. You're not standing out. When you're in an interview and you're competing against other people, you want to be unique and memorable. And the best and easiest way to be unique and memorable is to tell a story. Now, I don't mean like a 10 or 15 minute story, but tell a story of why you originally wanted to become a firefighter. The reason is because, and I've talked about this in one of these other questions, was worth repeating, the people that you are talking to on this interview panel are going to be very stoic and probably not give you a lot. But whatever your story is will likely connect with somebody on that panel, and it will make you memorable. You're not going to be candidate number 038, you're going to be, oh, that was Mike. Oh, that was the guy that had X, Y, or Z story. And I'll give you some examples of ones that I've heard about, and we can talk about that. But whatever you do, do not give a canned answer. Tell your personal story. It will connect with someone on the panel. This makes you unique and memorable. Okay, so we'll go right into a sample one. I knew a guy, he's actually a firefighter out in Washington State. And when I had talked to him, he said he wanted to become a firefighter because his dad passed away from cancer. And when his dad was on his last days or weeks, he was really sick. In the city that he worked in, they were also medics, and they came to pick his dad up to take him to the hospital. And he said when he was younger, he noticed how much these guys actually took care of his father, and they actually gave a damn about him. They weren't treating him as just another patient, throw him on the cot, let's go. And he thought, these guys took care of somebody that they didn't know that was important to me, and I want to be like that so I can do that for somebody else. Now, what he didn't know, and this wasn't somebody that I interviewed personally, this is somebody telling me this story, is that my dad died of cancer. So immediately, I knew exactly what he was talking about. I knew exactly how he felt, and I knew exactly what he meant when he said that. I assure you, someone on that panel will have had a parent or a loved one that was sick or injured or possibly, God forbid, dying, and they witnessed something similar. So as soon as he said that, everybody knows exactly what that feeling is, and that's an awful feeling. And to watch other people that don't know your family member take care of your family member like you would, what a great answer. Okay, so you hear that and you think, oh yeah, great answer, but I don't have some sort of dramatic or compelling story like that. You don't need to have a dramatic or compelling story. Maybe, maybe you came from a rough home, and, somebody that was a role model to you in your life as you were growing up was a firefighter. And so you watched them and saw what they were like. And so you wanted to do that too. Okay. I guarantee you somebody on that panel has had maybe a rough childhood, maybe didn't have a lot of role models, met somebody that was a role model and they wanted to be like that. I promise you, whatever your story is, we're all actually very similar people with very similar background. Not very similar is too strong of a word, but we've all had similar experiences that we share as humans in life. When you can talk about that and connect that as to the reason as to why you want to be a firefighter, that is what will make you unique and memorable. So think back as far as you can to the very first time you thought, you know what, I might be interested in the fire service. Tell the story of what made that happen or what attracted you to this job to begin with. And that is your answer to the question. The answer to the question, again, is not because I want to serve my community. That's not the right answer. The right answer is whatever happened the day you decided, you know what, I might be interested in that. That's what you want to tell them.